Hello, Watchtower Gaming. I've got another interest check. It's been a while. This here is one of the only quote Diablo clones on the market that's actually pretty good. Like, there's Torchlight, which is a bit cartoony, and it doesn't feel good to play for some reason or another. But if you want to play Diablo, but you don't want to drop $40, $60 for all the extra stuff and junks, this is a free-to-play game. There is no pay-to-win that to speak of. In fact, I'll show you the microtransaction shop after this loading screen, because why not? Weapon effects, footprint effects, decorations, pets, some stuff that having to do with a guild, account features, armor effects, just pure cosmetic. There's no experience boosters or powerful items you can buy that will do anything. Just, I think the genre of this game is ARPG. It's an asymmetric RPG or action RPG. I forget which one it is. Not asymmetric. That's not the word I'm looking for. But yeah. If you've ever been in the mood to play Diablo, but you're working on economy paydays, living paycheck to paycheck, I can relate. We at Watchtower have a variety of bad jobs, so I understand. That's why I like to do interest checks for mostly free-to-play games. There's a few of them I did that weren't free, but there's still this one. It is free-to-play. There's no... It's not a difficult game to understand, for the most part. Skills work in these gems where you always have to put them on your equipment, and then they pop up down here, and then they level up over time as just having them equipped will give them experience as you kill stuff. So stuff will technically always kind of be on par with whatever you're doing. I am currently, I think, just under level 18. I played like 3 or 4 hours yesterday, and I got up to level 18 pretty quickly. Yeah, 18. Almost halfway to 19. There's not too much to say about this game. I don't know how big the lobby is, but I'm pretty sure you could have like up to 4 people, similar to Diablo. Maybe even 5, I don't know, don't quote me on that one, but I played with my brother Zeebs last night, so... Now, I understand why this genre doesn't appeal to some people. It's very Skinner boxy. There's not a whole lot to do. And if you don't know what a Skinner box is, it's basically... I forget what animal it was, but it was like a rat or something. A rat in a box. And there's a button to press food. And I think pressing that button will not only give them food, but it will... Oh, I think there was 2 buttons. One that gives them food and one that gives them nothing, and they always press the food. Or they press the button that gives them the most food or something like that. It's... This whole genre of these top-down RPGs are very much based around watching numbers go higher. Like... So I understand if it's not everybody's forte, as it were. But I enjoy them. They're... Like I said, they're not difficult to understand. A shrine like Diablo's. There's not a lot to them. They're not complicated. I hesitate to call them cooldown games because there is a little bit of... You gotta pay a little bit of attention to your like health bar and stuff. Especially when you approach the end game. Enemies probably are a bit harder. I'm only in Act 2 out of 4. In Act 2, I think there's only 4. Again, I'm actually higher than I've ever been on this game. I played this game for a little bit, like a year or 2 ago. I made it to level 18, and then I beat that just last night. So I'm almost 19. You can see down there, 82% in. This is pretty much the farthest I've ever been. And there's been a new update which has these breaches, which are like sort of like rifts from, you know, Rift. Where these little holes will open up, and there's at least one a map, but I have been to some maps where I didn't find one, but they were there. I didn't explore. I don't attempt to explore every single inch of every single map. I just try to progress through the story. Right now, I'm not even doing that. I'm just kind of honestly, right now, I'm looking for the waypoint. This map has one, and I haven't found it yet. Oh, there it is. Boom. Now I can actually move around and do stuff. I don't know where my quests are, though. Chamber of Sins and Western Forest. I'm going to assume this is the Western Forest because it's west. Go figure, right? So let's head west. Or this is more north, but here we go. Oh, I need to use that one more. But yeah, the biggest appeal is to my Watchtower peeps is free to play. It is. Leveled up. Oh yeah, I'm actually glad I leveled up because then I can show you how the skills look. Let me tell you before I open up, while I clear this area. If you've ever played Final Fantasy X, you know what this skill tree is. I don't know if that's gonna evoke any excitement or PTSD, but we're gonna look at it here in a second after I not die from this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this kind of evokes a very Final Fantasy X style of gameplay. That's the only other game I've seen anything like this. And don't worry, don't make I can't talk. This isn't as overwhelming as it looks. Most of this is for specific classes. Like mine started here, and these are the other classes that you could choose. I don't know what that middle one is though. I should work my way towards that. Like, yeah, that would give me a whole lot of evasion. But there's nothing there to pick up, so it's fine. Right now, I'm working my way towards this entire line, which is all bow stuff. 24% increased damage with bow, physical damage at least. And then there's 12%, but it's more speed and arrow speed. So I'm probably going to pick up both of those, honestly. So I'm going to get all of this damage. So that's going to be cool. Okay, that is a little bit better. I need to see what it does to my screen. Woo! Yeah, that's like a 30-point boost. I need to go ahead and do that. Unlike Diablo, you can take those gems out and back in because they're your skills. It wouldn't make any sense to completely deprive you of your actual skills to use. And see, you see one of them's about to level up right here. My rain of arrows. Here's another thing I don't actually know. I don't know if yeah, I do have a quest for this. I don't know if using the skills levels them up faster. I do know they level up passively just by being slotted into a piece that you have equipped. I do know that for a fact because there's some skills that I just don't use as often and they still pop up on this level up screen, so I just don't know if you see more of them. More experience. Okay. Did I kill them? They were heralds of the obelisk, and they just kind of literally turned into obelisks. Whatever, man. My W creates this like poison cloud, which is an AoE, which I like. I like that being my opening attack, so they start draining health while I pepper them with everything else. Oh, that's a boss. Oh, another really cool thing I didn't mention. Oh, I got a achievement, Elemental Trinity. All right. Another cool thing about this game that I like is its style of potions. I see they were charged by kills. Like I can just use this one real quick, and it charges back up as you kill things, and you can equip up to 5. That's a little bit better than the Diablo 2 system, but not quite as good as Diablo 3's system, which is only 1 potion but with a cooldown. But you know what? It's even better than that, because even Diablo 3, it's like a 60-second cooldown, and an intense like Greater Rift fight, that's rough to deal with. 1 heal a minute, it's hard, yeah. It could be hard in the harder Torment difficulties. What is that? Oh, okay. They got a poison cloud of their own. But my favorite skill is the split arrow, because it just chews through groups. When I was playing with my brother last night, he plays this ranger as well, and we both had that, so having them both being firing at stuff, it was pretty cool. See these? Okay, they're dropping loot, so I assume I'm killing them, but it's hard to tell. Oh, there's a boss over there, or at least a shrine that's buffing nearby monsters. No, it's a elite. I will say, Path of Exile doesn't do much to reinvent the wheel, as it were. It is the most Diablo of Diablo clones, but it's when you can't afford Diablo, because Diablo is AAA, it's Blizzard, it's I think 30 or 40 for the base game, and then another 20 or 30 for Reaper of Souls, the expansion, which has a lot of more content in it, a new act, 10 more levels, you know. Something you kind of have to get in order to get the full experience.
Inquisitor.
So, like, people may want to, like, maybe they miss Diablo, but they're a freaking minimum wage cashier and they can't quite get it for a while. So yeah, I understand, and this is the closest you'll get to Diablo if you're feeling up to it. I don't know. Okay, there it is. I don't know what's really left to say, to be honest. Oh, there's a waypoint. I think I'll just stop it here, actually. I didn't realize there was going to be a waypoint. That's actually very helpful, because we are at 13 minutes, and I don't have much left to say. You level up your main stat through the skill tree that I showed you earlier. Like see, that one gives me 20 to dexterity. It's all throughout. All these little baubles will level that up. Equipment is pretty much exactly what you expect. It's the same rarities. Variety. I almost said variety, Jesus. Oh, I need to go to town anyway. Look at all this garbage. Ooh. Accuracy rating. Okay, that's a lot better, actually. Spooky. Spookier looking. That's why random error's gotta have that. Excellent mana. Oh, and I do have this. Less evasion, less energy shield. Intelligence, that's not really for me. Well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I don't know how seriously I myself am going to take this game, in the sense of I don't know how much time I'm going to dedicate to it. So if somebody wants to play, I have a level I've started up a witch, a level 5 witch that can join any. Oh, what the hell do I do with that? That could join any low level and not just destroy or sap your experience. Level 5 won't do that much to level 2, you know. Where's my stat? Oh, there it is. But I need to sell stuff.
You help us, and we help you.
Selling stuff works on more of a barter system than before. Like, all the currency comes in these. Like, there's no gold. It's like an old school, old-timey barter system. Like, you get these resources that they help. like these wisdoms identify stuff like you saw me do. Sometimes you can get scrolls of portals, which also help. And then it's just a bunch of these things that change the number of sockets you can put on an item. Basically, all this is your currency. The quality of armor. You can switch up the color of the sockets on the item. You can upgrade a normal item. And I have one of these, which seems really powerful, but I'm afraid to use it, honestly. It upgrades a normal item to a random rarity. God, again, I can't talk. So I don't know if it's possible to turn something into a legendary with that. That'd be cool. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. See what happens. Should we do a bow? Because I've got a pretty good bow. Let's try to find some armor to do it with. Or what is my worst item? Okay, I got 2 pretty good rings. My boots and armor aren't great. Okay. Chainmail. That has armor and energy. I'm looking for stuff with evasion rating. There it is. Padded jacket. Oh, that's pretty good, just in general. Alright. Moment of truth, you guys. Aww. It's not good. So much for that. Well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Hope to see people interested in this. Yeah.